Now, another young person doesn't get the job. Now, if you follow me, you know from time to time I run deep background checks for Fortune 500 companies, some Fortune 100, some other larger companies. I ran another one today, and I mean, the very first video I ever posted, it got almost 2 million views, 1.7 million views. I don't know how many it was, where a woman didn't get a job because of a video that she had posted online years earlier. Now the new thing is young people aren't getting their jobs because of videos that are coming up that are pretty recent. And I just wanted to come on here and just elaborate on the fact that everything you do online lasts forever. Every time you're in public, chances are there's a video camera facing toward you somewhere at some time. So this woman, another woman, interesting that most of the time it's a young woman, it was up for a job at a really large company. And they asked me to do the final deep background check on her, which is a facial recognition, voice recognition, all the crazy stuff that I do, all the crazy AI and technology stuff that I do. But this video came back, and in this video, she's protesting, free Palestine. And she's saying some pretty crazy stuff about Jewish people. And some Jewish people are there counter protesting, and she's saying some pretty bad stuff to them. And this was an upper management position. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how old she is, but she's not a kid. She's in her late 20s. And this was going to be cool. This was probably $150,000, $160,000 all in with benefits, everything. I looked her up. I saw that she was posting about it. She actually posted about this job and about how excited she was about to get this job and how she was in the final running. And she kind of took her social media people through this. But I turned that video in today, and she's not going to get that job. And as someone who grew up with social media and grew up with the internet and grew up with these video phones, these video cameras, how could she do this to herself? If she wants something from someone who the owners of the company happen to be Jewish, by the way, which I can't even make that shit up if I tried, but you're always being recorded, especially if you're in a crowd of people or protesting and you're screaming and yelling or any of that. You're always being recorded, and I can find you. It doesn't matter if the video is erased. It doesn't matter if somebody else posts the video. It doesn't matter if somebody in Timbuktu posts the video. I will find it. Facial recognition, 146 different places on your face. It is 99.999% accurate. It counts the hairs in your eyebrows. It counts the hairs in a square centimeter on your head. It counts the distance between your eyes, the distance here between your eyes, your ears, how your ears line up with one another. It is scary stuff, and we will find you. You can even cover your face. It's voice recognition also. And then you put that together with different elements like me in this room, in my office. You could put this together and you could figure out where I am. You could figure out who I am with this facial recognition, voice recognition, and everything. It's crazy. You guys have got to stop doing this. You're destroying your careers. You may be destroying your lives because, again, men are running deep background checks on women before they ask them to marry them because they've become so much cheaper than they used to be. They used to cost $2,500. Now they cost $1,000 or less. It depends on what level you want to go to. So all I'm saying to you, and this is all I'm going to say, is if you want something from someone else, if there's ever going to be a moment in your life where you're going to want something from someone else, stop posting shit on the internet. Stop getting involved in this shit that's going to make you less desirable as an employee or less desirable as a spouse. So there you have it. This is a 5-minute rant, public service announcement, whatever you want to call it. Sometime you're going to want something and you're not going to get it because of the way you acted. And when I was a kid, it wouldn't matter because nobody had it on video. Everyone has you on video. Everyone has everything you do on video. Everything you say, you have to assume you're being recorded. Just don't do it. If you want something, don't do it. You want to be successful, don't do it. You want to be an influencer and work for yourself, fine, do whatever you want to do. But don't post any rants. Don't say bad things about people. Don't say bad things about your country. And certainly don't do anything sexual. Don't do anything that you wouldn't do in front of your parents. So, that's it.
All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity of the men and the women who follow. This is the brother Kratazah from the GMS Nebraska camp coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this lesson at the moment, but you obviously see the title. You got the guy, he just went on this rant about how they got you. They got you on video. Anything that you ever posted on video, really, like you said, you step outside your doors, you're probably on video. 9 times out of 10, you're on some kind of video, whether it's a Ring camera or, at a store or, wherever, you know what I'm saying? Stoplights. They got you on camera, especially like in the UK. I believe in the UK is the most concentrated cameras in the world. Let me see. UK facial recognition. In the UK, there are no specific laws directly regulating facial recognition. It's used by the police. Is governed by existing laws like the Police Criminal Evidence. Let me see. While the UK has a high number of CCTV cameras and some police forces use live facial recognition technology, it's not accurate to say the UK has the most facial recognition in the world. China, okay, that makes sense. China. UK is probably a close second, but not even a close second because the number of people in China, versus the UK. But China uses more CCTV cameras than any other country. And look at all the laws in China. They're able to really use what's it called, the governance, ESG. That's another lesson though. Lord's will, we'll get to that lesson here shortly, within the next day or so. But yeah, so let's go back and listen to this video and break it down bit by bit, because there's a lot I want to say, but I just want to make sure I'm covering everything. So we're gonna go back and listen to it, and I'll just stop and make my points. And the water for bearing with me.
Another young person doesn't get the job. Now, if you follow me, from time to time I run deep background checks for Fortune 500 companies, some Fortune 100, some other larger companies. I ran another one today, and I mean, the very first video I ever posted, it got almost 2 million views, 1.7 million views. I don't know how many it was, where a woman didn't get a job because of a video that she had posted online years earlier. Now the new thing is young people aren't getting their jobs because of videos that are coming up that are pretty recent. And I just wanted to come on here and just elaborate.
And as men of the Lord, that's our job, is to pump these videos like the video that you're watching. It's our job to go on the highways. And guess what? We post that on YouTube. So facial recognition all over that. We when we do the work, we're in what? We're in the scriptures command us. Let's see. This is Matthew 22:9. It says, "Go ye therefore unto the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage." Right? So those servants went out to the highways and gathered together as many as they would find, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. Saki, that's our job, is to, go into the highways, go into the public places, and let me get Proverbs 1. Go into these public places and preach the word of the Lord, right? So Proverbs 1, verse 20, it says, "Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets." All right? So she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city, she uttereth her words, right? So in public, in the voice, we are the voice of the streets. Okay, we are in the main marketplace, the chief place of concourse. That's where we're gonna, push this word, right? Which this word is totally against anybody who wants to make it in this place, has to say. We're out there telling them how 22, verse 22, how long will the simple ones love simplicity and scorn the delight and scorner and fools hate knowledge? Nobody who wants to be successful in America is going to make it in this truth. Because you have to say, fuck America. You have to say, fuck this world, fuck this life, and lose it all on this side to gain everything on the other side. And guess what? Your face is going to be recognized. Your voice is going to be recognized. We do these lessons, like I'm not showing my face right now, but, sometimes I do show my face. What does the scripture say? Isaiah 30:20, it says, "And though the Lord give you bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers," right? So you're going to see your teachers. I don't wear a ski mask on the highways. My face is available. Half the time sometimes it's really off the spirit. Sometimes I'll do a video with my face on. Sometimes, you'll see, this thing right here, my little avatar, so to speak. With Yahweh Yahawashi, a depiction of Yahweh Yahawashi. But this is still my voice. They can match my voice from this video with the highways and my voice on the highways and my social media and all of that, and they got me, just like he's gonna go into. But let me let him cook for a second.
Elaborate on the fact that everything you do online lasts forever. Every time you're in public, chances are there's a video camera facing toward you somewhere at some time. So this woman, another woman, interesting that most of the time it's a young woman, it was up for a job at a really large company. And they asked me to do the final deep background check on her, which is a facial recognition, the voice recognition, all the crazy stuff that I do, all the crazy AI and technology stuff that I do. But this video came back, and in this video, she's protesting, free Palestine, and she's saying some pretty crazy stuff about Jewish people, and some Jewish people are there counter protesting, and she's saying some pretty bad stuff to them, and this was an upper management position. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how old she is, but she's not a kid. She's in her late 20s, and this was going to be cool. This was probably $150,000, $160,000 all in with benefits, everything. I looked her up. I saw that she was posting about it. She actually posted about this job and about how excited she was about to get this job and how she was in the final running. And She kind of took her social media people through this, but I turned that video in today, and she's not going to get that job. And
right, because she was acting up on social media, she's not going to get that job. But if you ask the people, you ask anyone else, we're acting up on social media, But the thing is, we care about the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. We're not worried about the heathen. We're not worried about the Lord or Saki. We have the Lord on our side. So let's get this real quick. This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin their sin." That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? People who trust in America. All right, we don't put our trust in America. We put our trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So, and it's not for us. We're here to serve slavery. We're not here to gain a Fortune 500 job or to be prosperous in America. No, we were sent here to carry out a sentence. And yeah, even though our sentence is, coming to an end shortly, we're not here to prosper. All right, we're here to serve the Lord. And with part of serving the Lord is, let's get Jeremiah 28:28. Is it Jeremiah 28:8? Kind of 28:8. It says, the prophets that had been before me, and the prophets that had been there before me and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence, right? And that's what our job is, to prophesy against America, to tell you that America is Babylon and Egypt and Sodom, and it's going to be destroyed in the Third World War, which is a nuclear war, all right? To tell the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're the true people of the Most High. To tell Esau that he's a so-called white man, that he'll be going in slavery, and there's no salvation for him, there's no repentance for him. All right, that they're going to be utterly destroyed. All right, that's part of our job. All right, so fuck the job that we gonna get over here. The Lord's gonna give us our daily bread. Let's get that. Right? That's what the scriptures say. Matthew, part of the Our Father prayer, right? Give us this day our daily bread. That's all we need, really, is our something to eat, something to drink, a house over our head. Maybe keep the heat on, keep the water running. Something conducive enough for you to be able to study and to push this word. We don't need the best of the best. Though some brothers do have more than others. Some brothers are blessed that they have more than others, but guess what? It's a blessing to the other brothers who are around them. All right, because they can help a little bit more. All right, because we're a body, we have to help one another. All right, but our salvation is not in America. We're not looking forward to America.
As someone who grew up with social media and grew up with the internet and grew up with these video phones, these video cameras, how could she do this to herself? If she wants something from someone who the owners of the company happen to be Jewish, by the way.
Well, who does she want something from? From the so-called white man. So why is the so-called white man doing this in the first place? Because he believed that he is God, right? 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Right? That's the so-called white man to a T. That's why he's doing all this AI, right? That's why he has all these cameras and connecting them, and like you said, man, if you walk out your door, they got you. They got you on camera somewhere, some shape, form, or fashion, somehow, and he can find it. This AI is a powerful tool, right? Where's my scripture? Maybe I messed it up. Okay, it wasn't there. Bear with me. There we go. Here we go. This is Ezekiel 28:3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." Right? So you can't hide anything from these people. All right, it's on camera. They know pretty much where you're at. They can go back and just check the footage. You got your camera phone, your camera phone, your smartphone's giving away your location at all times. They can follow you from camera to camera to camera to camera to camera and know exactly where you're going. Your car's probably snitching on you. But hey, they said that they was wiser than Daniel. What did Daniel say? Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right? And this is part of that knowledge being increased.
Which I can't even.
It all goes down to the MOTB, right? Because this is part of the image. This is part of that B system. So let's grab that real quick. Revelation 13:15 says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Right? So if you're not, down with the program, so to speak, all right, if you ain't down with the CBDCs and the MOTB, which is the RFID chip, all right, if you ain't down with being in a 15-minute city or this facial recognition, then they're going to get rid of you. They got no reason to keep you. Remember, because they're playing God. So you got to play by their rules.
Even make that shit up if I tried. But you're always being recorded, especially if you're in a crowd of people or protesting and you're screaming and yelling or any of that. You're always being recorded, and I can find you. It doesn't matter if the video is erased. It doesn't matter if somebody else posts the video. It doesn't matter if somebody in Timbuktu posts the video. I will find it. Facial recognition, 146 different places on your face. It is 99.999% accurate. It counts the hairs in your eyebrows. It counts the hairs in.
Yeah, he said that it counts the hairs on your eyebrows. It counts in
a square centimeter on your head.
It counts the hairs on a square centimeter on your head. Well, who does that sound like? Right? Luke 12:7 says, "But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are more value. You're of more value than many sparrows." Right? So he's trying to be like the Most High. He's numbering the hairs on your head through his AI technology. That's how you know it's you. He know that you got exactly 1,742 fucking hairs that makes up your eyebrows, eyelashes, and your mustache. Okay, he knows that it's 10 billion hair follicles on your head and 200 million hair follicles on your face for your beard. I don't know, but Esau knows. The Most High knows.
Counts the distance between your eyes, the distance here between your eyes, your ears, how your ears line up with one another. It is scary stuff, and we will find you. You can even cover your face. It's voice recognition also.
So when we do these lessons, you know, like this lesson right now, I'm not showing my face. You know, I'm not showing my face right now, but when I go on the highways, you know, my face is showing. And, you know, sometimes I do show my face. I don't know if I spoke about this already, but, you know, I'm going to go into it again. You know, like I don't wear a ski mask on the highways. I don't do this lesson, you know, with a voice changer and a ski mask. You know, because I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm down to ride for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is part of the plan. Right? I knew what I signed up for. You know, when we first came in this thing, they talked heavy about, you know, the red list, the blue list, and the green list. The green people are people who would acquiesce to, you know, the so-called New World Order. They didn't need any pushing, didn't need no retraining or nothing like that. They're just sheep, and they're going to go with the flow. Right? They're going to readily take the MOTB. It's like you know, you know, you have the blue people. Blue people can be re-educationalized. You know, they can take them and then put a little hell on them, all right, and make them to be one of the green listers. But then you got the red list. You got people who just won't go with the flow. You can torture them, all right. You can do whatever you want to them. They're not gonna go with it, right? What is the scripture that I'm looking for? Just bear with me here. Dang. All right, yeah, this is, dang, it's not the one I want. I thought I had it up, but this will do. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 12, it says, "Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution." So I know that we're going to suffer persecution, you know? And this is one way that they're going to try to come down on us because they have all the information. You know, we make lessons and videos every day. We go on the highways every week. They know exactly where we're doing the work at. They know the approximate time. So guess what? At any time they wanted to roll, they could roll on us. Right? What does the scripture say? Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Call all you Bashim Yahushai. Revelation 3 and 10, it says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon you and all the world." And then that's right. Well, that's not the one I'm talking about. 2 and 10. There we go. 2 and 10. It says, Revelation 2 and 10. Excuse me. "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So yeah, they're going to roll on us. Some of us are going to get picked up, you know, and some of us are going to go through that tribulation for a certain period of time. Some of us are going to be, you know, beheaded, you know, be martyrs for the Most High. you know. But hey, as long as you're faithful unto death, the Lord said He's going to give you a crown of life. He said the dead in Yahweh Shai shall raise first, right? So we don't care about making it in America. But guess what? The same thing that we're going, breakneck speed for, this truth, is building a case against us in the eyes of the so-called white man to punish us. But hey, did not the Apostle Paul suffer martyrdom? Did not the Apostle Peter suffer martyrdom? Stephen, all the other apostles, the prophets of old. There were so many that were slain, they had to be hidden in a cave. Let's get back to this.
Put that together with different elements like me in this room, in my office. You could put this together and you could figure out where I am. You could figure out who I am.
Right, brothers think that, that you good, you're in your house, you're doing a lesson, you're doing a video. Your house is, your house is on the video. They can put that together and figure out who you are, where you're at. Because guess what? Your camera, all right, the camera on your laptop got an IP address attached to it because it's on the internet. Your ringing doorbell, your fucking refrigerator's recording you on some shit. Your smart TV, your smartphone, your Wi-Fi box, the biggest snitch out here. All right, so don't think that you can just slip through the cracks in this thing, Salakia.
With this facial recognition, voice recognition, and everything, it's crazy. You guys have got to stop doing this. You're destroying your careers. You may be destroying your lives because, again, men are running deep. They ask them to marry them because they're cheaper than they used to be. They used to cost $2,500. Now they cost $1,000 or less. It depends on what level you want to go to. So all I'm saying to you, and this is all I'm going to say, is if you want something from someone else, if there's ever going to be a moment in your life where you're going to want something from someone else, stop posting shit on the internet. Stop getting involved in this shit that's going to make you less desirable as an employee or less desirable as a spouse.
But we don't give a fuck. That's the deal. All right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the only that's the only thing that we need. That's what we want something from, right? Our treasures are laid in heaven. So no, we're not gonna stop posting until it's time to stop posting. And that time will come. Let's get that real quick. This is Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." Right, and then that's when we'll stop posting these videos. Then that's when we'll stop getting on the highways. Lord's will, that comes soon, because the sooner that the famine of the word hit, the sooner we're going to get out of here. Now, if it don't come soon, guess what? We're still going to be doing these lessons. We're still going to be on the highways. All right. We're going to be out. The men of the Lord are prepared to be out here as long as we need to be. But according to the scriptures, we're not going to be out here too much longer. Because we can see the forest for the trees. We can be up close, and see the full picture. Why? Because the Lord gave us the full picture. He gave us the whole story. So we know that we're at the end of not the end of the chapter, but we're at the end of the book. Okay? And this is just part of the story that's going along. It's all a part of this elite takeover, world domination plan that's going on. All right. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." Right. So they're passing all these laws that allow them to do this facial recognition and to dip into your private life and put two and two together. All the video from your third grade graduation all the way to you on the highways. They got everything. Right? Esau getting his ducks in a row, right? So that he can roll. Right? That's his end goal is to roll down on us. So let's get that real quick. Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." Right? Esau knows that his time is short. So guess what? He's gonna make the most of his time. All right, and he's gonna come down, like I said, having great wrath, sparing none. All right. And how's he going to do that? He's going to use this facial recognition. This AI technology is going to thrust him into his so-called New World Order. Right? But that's when the Lord is going to take him down.
So there you have it. This is a 5-minute rant, public service announcement, whatever you want to call it. Sometime you're going to want something and you're not going to get it because of the way you acted. And when I was a kid, it wouldn't matter because nobody had it on video. Everyone has you on video. Everyone has everything you do on video. Everything you say, you have to assume you're being recorded. Just don't do it. If you want something, don't do it. You want to be successful, don't do it. You want to be an influencer and work for yourself, fine, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, it's just like he said, hey, if you want something in the world, don't come in this truth. If you want to be a part of everyone else, then don't come into this truth, man. All right, because if we're in the world, then the world would love his own, right? This is John chapter 17 and verse 15. It says, "I pray not that thou should take them out of the world, but that thou should keep them from evil." Right? We're in the world, but we're not of the world. Let's start back up. I started at 14. It says, John 17 and 14, "I have given them thy word, and the world hated them." Right? The world hate us. Why? He's talking about, don't speak against your country. Don't speak against the Jews. Well, hey, them JOO stole our fucking heritage, man. It's the truth. Don't speak the truth. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yes, I have. And guess what? I'm going to keep teaching this truth. I'm going to keep pushing this truth. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How about that? All right? And you can't stop this truth, Esau. Give a fuck about your threats. It says, verse 14, "I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world." Right? We're not of the world. So you can't wave a worldly carrot in front of our face and expect us to follow. All right? We have a job to do, which is to push this word directly and correctly. And guess what? We're going to do it. We're going to hop on this camera. All right? So you can see our face or you can hear our voice. But guess what? You're going to get this message. All right? And we're going to lift up our voice like a trumpet, like the scriptures say. Right? Show our people the transgressions. All right? We're going to be the watchman on the tower, blowing the trumpet. That's our job through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So, hey, so like I said, if you want a reward with the world, get the fuck up out of here. So verse 15, it says, I pray not that thou should take them out of the world, but that thou should keep them from evil, right? Because we still got to be here. We still are subject unto these videos. We're still subject unto these background checks and whatnot, right? But hey, we have a hedge of protection around us. Says they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth, right? We don't give no fuck about the world, about Esau, what Esau got to say about something. We not of the world. All right, we don't care about America. We don't care about moving up and on the fucking company. You know, to matter of fact, I got the perfect scripture. We're gonna end it on that. Come on. Was it Trimest? Come on. There we go. Jeremiah chapter 33 and chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Right? Why are you trimming your ways to seek love? We're not going to trim our ways to get ahead in this society. All right, like I said, our treasures are laid in heaven. All right, we know that this is not our rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. So why trimmest thou ways to seek love? Therefore thou hast also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these. You know, so we are who we are. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we're gonna stay who we are through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, if you can't get with that, all right, if you want to you know be one with the world, and get the fuck out of here, man. But guess what? You're marked with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You take your hand off the plow, you're gonna be destroyed. And then you're gonna go in the fucking world, and then, like he said, you can delete your channel, delete all your videos. Guess what? They still got you. So you're gonna be fucked in the world, you're gonna be fucked in the truth. All right, so with that being said, Lord's will, this was edifying. You know, I didn't think it was gonna be for 43-minute video, but hey, call law Yabashim Yashai. You know, give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and the women who follow. Hey, shalom.